standing Shane Indumoli to the rescue.
Arot will be finishing the man on the bench.
So 3 changes for both teams, 3 changes for Gor Mahia and 3 changes for All Stars in this epic encounter. A game that Gor Mahia fans will be looking forward to erase some of last season's memories, because when they were unbeaten last year, the team that brought Gor Mahia down to earth was Nakuru All Stars at the Afraha Stadium. But since then, that was rectified, and Gor Mahia will be looking to put the record straight, because this is a 1 versus 16 contest. But in football, you never know. It's such a funny game, such an unpredictable game, as the 2 captains there just meet up for the coin toss by centre referee Juma Turke, assisted by first assistant referee Stephen Aduor, and then George Okerio, as well as George Mwai, with Sylvanus Ogina, retired Air Force officer, as treatment.
Well, an intentional foul here. The goalkeeper getting the ball, but clearly Sibomana coming close there, but it was not intentional. Actually, it's Arun Shav cover, and it was not an intentional foul to the goalkeeper, but that will be a big disadvantage to Nakuru All Stars if Shane Indumoli doesn't continue in this one, because that's too early into the game. Well, Shakava had no intention at all.
Well, treatment for the goalkeeper there from the Nakuru All Stars medic, Shane Indumoli, the number 1, but they do have Martin Mole, another equally good goalkeeper, on the bench, and with a penchant for being a stickler for time.
Formation, they have Olunga and Kagere, Medi Kagere as the twin attackers. Then they have Omino, the man on the ball on that right side. Ali Abondo plays a free role, but more so has the responsibility of bringing crosses from the left side.
Indeed, Olunga trying a shot there, an opportunity for Abondo. Can he get it to the goal? No, he can't. Indumoli there. No. As Boniface Olu.
So Nakuru All Stars will do some kind of magic to be able to break that ice.
Ali Abondo on that left flank, watched by Siwa. This week may have, or the last 2 weeks may have been part of the voters in the British elections. Still, Abondo crossing. The header from Kikumboi. Calls of a handball, seen by Juma Turke, so at the edge of the box.
Well, I just wonder why Nakuru All Stars are protesting. They are saying there was obstruction by Obino, but clearly there was a handball, and it's a very advantageous position for Gor Mahia. Ali Abondo is a good one at set pieces. He knows how to curve the balls. Then they have the luxury, if they want to go for power, they still have Halid Aucho just outside that box.
Ali Abondo just floats it a bit too high. Medi Kagere, and I mean, that's where the mistake started. Picked up by Olunga, dribbled, beat one man, and selfishly laid it to Kagere, but Kagere had already been impeded at the back by Titus Achesa and just wasn't able to get the correct shot into the net.
Well, another lost opportunity here by Gor Mahia, but clearly the goalkeeper.
It's the sky.
Well, Indumoli doing well to have a good catch on that ball, and clearly there is only one way for Gor Mahia to attack. Nizigi Imana crossing, hoping Olunga Kagere will be there to fasten on the ball, but Indumoli.
And I can see his treatment off the field as Frank Natal just has a sip of some H2O.
Well, he came with his lead.
By Indumoli, last man standing is what Indumoli is. Of the 4 goalkeepers we've seen this afternoon, Indumoli definitely the most active.
Well, half an hour gone, and Indumoli again is right there to the rescue of Nakuru All Stars. Still under pressure, Indumoli. Will he survive this time?
Well, corner given to standing Shane Indumoli to the rescue.
Well, they are the ones who feel that the game has gone according to their plan here. I think their plan...
There will be a free kick in favor of Gor Mahia on the 40th minute mark. Get it battling with Frank Bala. Bala played the ball.
There was no foul here, and Bala knows it clearly. He just played the ball. Not the best of decision by Juma Turke, because Bala actually defended very well in that incident.
Shane Indemole just getting his wall in place. 4-man wall. Bala, Achesa. Wall does its job. Natal unfazed so far from finding the net.
Well, if I was to call for my man of the match in 43 minutes, that's Indemole. But he has to stay there up to 90 minutes.
Well, he's been around the journeyman, but Jacobs man of the match down on the ground, so that will delay the first half.
Show the kind of play that we expect here. Well, Indemole came off his line. There was Olunga challenging him. Then he just fell on his teammate, a very experienced Emon Moshiri.
Juma Turke trying
to force a goal, which to me I think will not work out. They're supposed to toy around with the ball. You see Shakava attacking the goalkeeper. Indemole has put his life on line to deny Gor Mahia anything that comes to that goal.
All right, Indemole has been dependable for them.
An easier goal because already two defenders were...
maybe he didn't think the ball would get him. That one, beautiful flick from Michael Olunga. He sees the ball and then he hits it under. He doesn't get...
And a very good afternoon to you. Welcome to the Nairobi City Stadium. Well, you'd like to call it the Nairobi County Stadium for the resumption of the live coverage of the Kenyan Premier League, the Tusker Premier League. Today, the KCB side will be playing the Nakuru All-Stars side that has been included back into the league because the league needed to have 16 teams, so the two that were really be of any help in this one. The very first shot towards goal on target, but easily taken by Martin Lule, the goalkeeper who was recently recruited from the B team on that side. But again, this might just be a very first match as well, with All-Stars trying to prove that they have a right to be here, even though we know they might not claim that legally. But also KCB wanting to show that we've been here longer and we know what to do, Arnold.
The goal for Nakuru All-Stars last year was survival. They win it Bernard. The goal for them this year is once again survival. So you start that by not losing games or not conceding too many goals early on. It's a good chance as them for any to start. KCB, of course, is their second game, losing 0-2 to Western Steamer the first match 3 weeks back, and so a chance for them to settle and ship that rocking early.
Well, Martin Lule organizes his defense, and KCB have a free kick just at the edge of the box. The goalkeeper, well, got the ball out, but he was totally out of that area, so he knows just how dangerous that would be. He's put his team in a little bit of jeopardy. KCB will want to exploit their set-piece situations then to be able to take the better of this one. They've got enough men in that wall, and Lula is getting ready for it. KCB have got Benjamin Chaka just next to the ball and a host of other strikers waiting for it. Oh, it's been already released. It's a hard shot, but it's not on target. Goes out. I think takes a little deflection to go out for a corner. KCB showing that they've got some skills that they've learned to bring into the Kenyan Premier League this season. But then again, getting the first free kick, getting the first shot towards goal, and now getting a corner would be a serious indication of what KCB wants to do here. Just about 5 white jerseys, 6 white jerseys in that box from the KCB side, and a right-foot swinger easily cut off. The All-Stars will pick it up now, looking for a quick getaway for a quick break as well. I think just a little bit of a dispirited effort coming in from Boniface Akenga. I thought he would have gone more confidently. He had the space and he seemed to have gotten the midfielders worrying, Arnold.
They did. Early game and early season jitters on both sides. You can see from the goalkeeper releasing the ball to the free kick being taken and not being closed down. Both teams yet settled down, but again, it's very early. 3 minutes into the season for Nakuru All-Stars. 3 minutes into their second game for KCB, so they need to settle down, but it's good to see chances coming in early.
Victor Majid decamped from Bandari to come onto the KCB side. One of the ones being expected to do very good duty for the side. The offside flag is up. Dorcas Wanza, the assistant referee, says it's going to be an All-Stars ball for a free kick. And a big one brought in by Martin Lule. Little touch on the header. And Zachary Onyango easily picks it up. Martin Lule takes the advantage this time, gets the advantage this time of pushing the ball away from the danger. It came from across on the right side, Arnold, but then at this moment Bethel doesn't get penalized for anything. It's Crispino Onyango who was trying to get touch of that ball.
And I think good defending by Frank Balala. Attack and the goalkeeper on Nakuru All-Stars side, Martin Lule.
Well, another interception then has resulted into a corner for the KCB side. It was Benjamin Chaka who tried to... That's just telling you that that friction is causing their motions to slow down. On the KCB side, they seem to be moving a little bit faster. It's a big clearance coming in from Lawrence Juma. But they certainly will need to be more fluid with the ball. They're a little bit static with it.
You're absolutely right, especially in the back. I mean, you've seen that in front. When they come in front, they create chances. They've already gotten 2 saves out of the KCB goalkeeper, Zachary Onyango. But it's at the back where they seem to be panicking a little bit, where they're not settled. And if you're not settled at the back, Bernard, it's really hard to set up your midfield, who then in turn set up your forwards.
Victor Majid tries to cut it onto the left side. And a better pick this time. And again, it's Lawrence Juma who pushes it forward. Now picked up by Kennedy Owino. Intention was to create space on the right side and go out on a break there. Well, a stopped shot. This man has got a Nakuru All-Stars. When you mix, normally you get some very, very fast results, don't you?
You do, and that's all-round good defending by Titles Achesa. You don't have to be on the player or on the ball to defend him, just position yourself brilliantly. That's 21st century defending.
Oh, Michael Oyando powers this one onto the left side to Benjamin Chaka. The ball was already... Again, just exploiting the flanks, and Musana... Actually, they seem to have more than the numbers they need there. Musana ultimately having the touch. It's going towards Chaka. On his left foot this time around becomes the disadvantage because that ball was veering off to his right foot. Just a good thing that the Nakuru All-Stars then pick up possession, because otherwise it was a little bit of a difficult situation they would have been facing. Musana gives it back to Murugi. Raymond and then set up for Musana! Perfectly for a shot! Lovely save by Martin Lule. Again, they have an upper hand in terms of possession, don't they? Musana trying to get it to where Murugi would have been running to. Goes out for a throw-in. It's still going to be for KCB. I think they've got their group. Oh, they always say if it's working, it is working. Yeah, brings it back into the midfield. Chaka, and then Juma out on the left with a lovely low one. And a good touch by Crispin, but it takes a deflection.
Goal of the game. He had that nice move before, now he's created that chance. He's the one player that if I am the coach of Nakuru All-Stars, Peter Okidi, I'm making adjustments specifically for.
Good corner by Chaka. Again, the goalkeeper becoming a very vital part of that defense. On the left side, the cross comes in. An interception that sends it out for a corner.
Thoroughly enjoying himself. He's got a goal and now he's looking to create chances, and he's a tricky player. I like that every time he touches the ball, his first touch is also his last one, and it's to good purpose.
Header. I think it's Ronald Musana, or is it? Well, put in all the height in that move, just doesn't nod downwards. That's what it takes, just to glance downwards. But it's easier said than done. It's actually Bethel Warambo uses advantage of the height. He should have been glancing down.
He should have been, but the ball is a bit vertically summarized, Bethel Warambo, and so instead of coming off the side of his head, it it comes off the top. And
A KCB ball again from the left side. And leading by 2-0 at the moment. I think they are very comfortable. But they still bring it across, picked up by the goalkeeper, Martin Lule, who will start it for the Nakuru All-Stars side. Just off the field of play. And it's going to be... Zachary gets there first. And that puts paid for Wilson Andati. But I tell you, at the moment when Andati will get the right touch, I think Zachary will look very bad in that box.
he'll need to get 3 right touches though, Bernard, because they're 3 goals down. And unfortunately, that final subs have not been going into him. Meanwhile, KCB has gotten...
For the... Yeah, and another run similar to the first one. Again out on the right side. It's Ronald Musana. He's beginning to enjoy himself too much. Whenever the Kenga succeeds in sending the ball off the field of play, now the referee will have a chance to look at the delivery coming off the foot of Yusuf Juma to Chaka with a very quick turn. Oh, this one takes the crossbar. Coming from Ronald Musana.
Thankful that Benjamin Chuck, excuse me, is the one sending it in, but still dangerous times for them.
Well, Musana has had more. And again, the attempt to just keep Musana off. This time round, you know that also Musana can do the spade work, and he's done so well with it on the right flank. So 2 really hard-working manual laborers, if you would ask me. And then really battling for it from the right and the left.
Afraha Stadium is the venue of this afternoon's Saturday football action. The first game pitting Nakuru All-Stars, the home side, taking on Western Steamer here at the Afraha Stadium, just off the world-famous Lake Nakuru National Park. This is a...
He has, and even in that game, he could have considered 10. He made a few vital saves.
The All-Stars will defend their goal. An attempted shot at goal.